Hello everyone. Today I'm going to show a project that I have done on SQL. This project is on music database analysis. So you can find the project on my GitHub profile. That is the Rushi16 2004. So you will find all the CSV files of data. Then you will find the code solution also here, and you will also find the table database also. So let us now see how what I have done in this project. So let us start. So first of all, you will need PostgreSQL for this project. You will find the file on my GitHub profile. So let us now see uh, what all I have done. So in this music database, you will find 11, okay, yeah, you will find 11 tables that are of employee, public. 1 minute, I will show it in the GitHub page. So, hmm. So you will find 11 tables: employee, playlist, artist, customer, invoice, playlist track, invoice line, album, media type, genre, and track. And you will this is the entity relation diagram of the all the tables. So you will find that employee is connected to the public customer table and invoice table, and then invoice table is connected to track, and then track is connected to playlist, and so on and so forth. So let us now see the all the questions that I have prepared. So, who is the senior most employee based on the job title? So, what would be the code for that? So, we will first for that we would be going to the employee table. So, we will select first name, last name, title from the employee table, and we will order it by levels and limit it to one because we want to find the senior most employee. So, let us run that code. So, here it is. And you sign that. And this is count. So Mohan Madan is the senior most employee of the company. Let us. Now, which countries have the most number of invoices? So for that, we would go to the invoice table, and we would go to the invoice table. From that, we would be counting the total number of invoices, and we would want the billing country, and we would be ordered it by the total number of invoice, and we would want to find the most number of invoices which country has. So we will limit it to the one. So let us now see the code. Okay, sorry. So USA has the most number of invoices. Now, next is what are the top values of the total invoices? So for that, we would be going to the invoice table only, and we would be limited because we want top three values. So we would be getting the total from the invoice table, and we would be limiting it to the three values only. So this is the code. Running it, and this is the top. That these are the top three values. So the next question I have answered is, so which city has the best customer? So how would we define the best customer? So we would be getting the total number of amount he has spent, and by that from that we would be getting the best customer. So for that we have the same thing, I guess. So from the okay, so this I think I have made some mistake. Even minute. Okay, so which city has the best? Sorry, I just mispronounced it. So which city has the best customer? So we would be going to the billing city, and we would be summing all the total invoices, and we would order it by the total number of invoices, and we would limit to one, and we will get this as our output. So Prague 273.2. So Prague has the most number of total invoices, and these are the total invoices. So now we would be so next question is which who is the best customer we have defined it the best customer is as the who has spent the most number of money on the particular purchase. So from the customer table, we would find the customer ID, customer name, last name, and from the invoice table, we would get the total number of spending, and we would sum those total number of invoices, and we would join the customer table and invoice table on the customer ID, and we would group it on your customer ID and order by the total spending as in a descending order. So we would get the output like this. So I'm very bad at pronouncing this name. He has spent the 144.4 dollar or rupees as per se. So the next question is write a query to return the email, first name, last name, and genre of all rock music listener. And we want the email of those. Uh, we want in the order of the emails that of those customer or listener. So we would be getting email, first name, last name from the customer table, and the genre name that is rock from the uh, genre table, and from the entity relation data frame, we know that the customer and genre are not directly linked; they are indirectly linked through the invoice table, invoice line ID, and track ID. So we would be inner joining all the tables, and then we will be writing our constraint, that is where genre name is rock, and we would order it by customer dot email. So this is the code, and the output is this. So this is the output. So by Gerard, this is the email. Okay. Oh, sorry. The code has some error because we want it in ascending order. So we would be doing by ESK, not like so. Aaron Mitchell, Alexander Rocha, Astrid Kroja, and etc. Okay. So let us now move to the next question. So we want to invite the artist that is most popular and who has given the top 10 rocks. So for that we would be getting artist name and who has produced most number of tracks and who has produced most number of tracks, and we would be getting because the artist name and track are not directly linked, be we would be connecting them with the album and artist table and also genre table because we want the rock genre only. So and then after inner joining the table, the constant is we want only rock music, and we will be grouping them by the artist ID because that is the unique ID in the artist table, and from there we will be order it by the total number of track they have produced in a descending order. So we would be getting the which artist has produced the most number of tracks at the top. But and we want only top 10, so we would be limiting it to we would be limiting it to only 10 people, 10 entries. ESPC. So this is the code running it, and this is the so Led Zeppelin has produced 114 number of tracks. So the next is so we want to return we want to get track names that have a song length long song length longer than the average song length. So we want all the we want the yeah, so we want song length who has a how would we be doing this? So let us now see it, look at it. So we want those tracks who has a more length than the average. So we would first be finding the average length by this code. Select average millisecond as the average length from the track table, and we would be using this query as a subs query for the larger query. The larger query would be select name and milliseconds from the track, and where milliseconds is greater than the our subquery, and we would order it by the milliseconds in a descending order. So we would be getting the most the longest track at the top, right? So this is the query running. So occupation is the largest track or the longest track on the database in the database. So okay. So we have completed till yeah. So now I want to find how each customers have spent on the particular artist, and we want the customer name, artist name, and total number of amount that they have spent on that particular artist. So for that we would require customer name, artist name, artist table. We would be joining customer table on artist, invoice line, track, album, artist tables. So for that, first of all, we need customer ID. Then we would be concatenating the first name and last name as a customer name. Then artist name as artist name, as you can see. So we would be summing because we want the who has spent on each artist. So we would be getting the in from the invoice line table. We would be summing the price into quantity. We would be get the total quantity for a particular for the particular artist, and we would be summing that because we are getting for each customer and each artist. So we would get total spent. Then we are joining the customer and invoice table on customer ID, invoice table and invoice line table on invoice line ID. Then we are joining track and album on no, we are joining track and invoice line on track ID, album and track on album ID, and artist and album on artist ID. And we are grouping it on a customer ID, then on customer name, and then on artist name, and we are ordering it. We would be order by it to the customer ID, artist name, and total spent and descending order. So we would get something like this. So yeah, as you can see that Luxcon has spent on ACDC this much amount. He has spent on Aerosmith this much amount. He has spent on here on this much amount. So, like for example, Looney has spent on Pearl Jam this much amount, right? So this is it. This is the table. So now let us see. Now we want to find the most popular music genre for each country, and we want okay, we want each country, for example, if USA has a particular genre that is uh, rock. So you in USA, the most number of genre played is rock. For and France, if the what is the most number of genre played? For example, rock and roll. So for that, we would first of all be selecting country, genre name, some of the quantity as total purchases, and we would be ranking it, we would give the rank to the each genre. So what will happen is, so we have a country name. In each country that would be a particular genres, and we would give the rank to the this each genre, and we would give the most rank to the one rank to the genre which is played most in that particular country. So we would be getting, so for example, here it is USA. In USA there are multiple genres. So for example, there is you in this is USA. There are multiple genre: rock and roll, etc. And for example, the rock music is played most, so it would be getting rank one. This is what I meant by rank over partition by country, and order by sum all quantity in descending orders as a genre rank. So we have given a particular rank, we have given we have given a rank to the all the entries in this table by this query, what I meant. So after that, we would be joining those on the customer invoice line track and genre tables. We would be grouping it to the country name. First of all, we would be combining the all the entry to the country name, and then to the genre name. So we would be getting the so this would be the our one table, and from that we want the most number of purchases. So for example, in USA, USA has a rock and roll, and it has a rank one because the rock is the most played genre in USA. Similarly, there would be France, who has a who has a sci-fi or what lofi as a genre, who what which is most played, and it has rank one. So we would extract all the country name and a genre name from the from this country genre purchase this table who has a rank one. So we will get the highest number of purchases from the above table. So this is the, so first of all, let us see what we will get from from the inner query. So like I have said, Argentina, alternative punk is the genre name, and total purchases of are 70 and genre rank is 1. Similarly, Argentina Rock has total 11 purchases, so it would be getting a second rank. Like that, for each country we want for each country we want Argentina has 17, then we want Australia Rock. Then so for each country we want like that. Only the highest playing genre. So we would pay. Uh, then we would run that whole query. So so you can see that there are 24 countries on the this music database, and for each of them we have gotten the we have gotten the we have gotten the most played genre there. So you can see all the countries have rock as the highest playing genre. So this is the this is it. So next is write a query that determines the customer that has spent the most on a music for each country. We want a query that returns a country along with the top customer and how much that they have spent. So for example, I want a particular customer name from the particular country that have spent the most number of amounts. For example, from USA, the customer X has purchased the total amount of this much rupees. So I want his name. So for that, first of all, we would similar logic. We would be using it for we want all the customer name, then all the country name, then we would need all the customer name. And we would be for a USA, there are n number of customer, and we would be ranking these customer who are from USA in a particular order that is the total amount that they have spent. So, for example, Mr. XYZ. So, Mr. Z has spent most number of money, then Mr. X, and then Mr. Y. So Mr. Z would get the rank 1, Mr. Y would get rank 2, and Mr. X would get rank 3. And from all of them, after after running the inner query, we would get the all the customers from the each country. But we want the only most who has spent the most number of amount on from on the music. So we would be order we would write another query from on which we would filter only the customer who has the rank one, who would be getting genre rank one. So this is the table. This is the sorry, this is the query, and this is the uh, this would be the output. So from Argentina, this is the customer who has spent the most number of amount. So and then yeah, so this is it, and shift F5. So this is it for this is what I have done using music database. So on the music database, you can find the all the files on my GitHub profile. Uh, this so this is the code solution link. This is the table link, tables link to create all the 11 tables, and these are the CSV files of all the table. And if you want to insert all the so after creating the table, your table will not have all the data that I am working on. So all the data you will find on the CSV file. So if you want to insert all that on PostgreSQL, you can do it by just go to PSQL, and you can run the yeah from here you write the code slash copy from employee from, and give the file path here, and you can just copy paste the code here, and just and if you just change the file path name, and you will get your because I have already I have already entered the data. That's why it is showing me an error. But it will not be showing you any error because you will be entering it for the first time. So this is it. This is it. Thank you everyone for listening to me. I hope you have find it more informational and more information, and you have learned something about SQL. Thank you.